Hello everyone, Krydax here, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program RP-1. Just a quick recap of where we're at. We still need our 5 megameter downrange milestone, as well as the Advanced Biological Suborbital Experiment. We are currently building the Advanced Biological Experiment craft, and that will be done in 76 days. But the problem with the 5 megameter downrange one is that it's just taking forever, and we're gonna need these avionics prototypes. So what I'd like to do now is test if having the avionics prototypes is gonna be good enough to get us 5,000 kilometers downrange, right? Because that research is only gonna unlock a couple things. So avionics prototypes. Okay. So the science core will be able to switch to avionics prototypes as well. So that'll knock even more kilograms off of my final stages, which is pretty huge. That was another like 150 delta V right there. And then this one is going to be the huge difference. We're going from 459 kilograms. Well, at 22 tons controllable mass, we're going from 451 down to 357. So that's just 50 kilograms knocked off. And why did my delta V go down? That's not right. 6936, 6877. Something's wrong. Oh, it's putting in an absurd amount of electrical charge. There we go, 6969. The meme number, the memeiest delta V possible. Perfect. All right, 6938. Or really 36 up to 69. 69. That's actually not that different. I was hoping for a bigger boost from this. I mean, it definitely helps, but it's not as much as I was hoping for. And at this point, I don't think solid boosters are really part of the equation. I mean, I could always try it, but I mean, what if I threw some Tiny Tims on here or some Aerojets? An Aerojet is only 10 delta V. Tiny Tim is only 6. Yeah, that's not very good. These would be helpful. If I could get 4 of those, you know, that's just 100 delta V to kick me up a little bit at the start. But we're just not gonna be able to do anything like that right now. So I might try this one more time. Could save a few more pounds, maybe. First of all, I want to make this slightly longer. Just a smidge to get it over 50 seconds. And then those fins are so light. What kind of delta V do we save if we delete them? It's a couple more delta V. I don't think we need fins. And then I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make these lighter as well, 43 kilograms a piece. I think we can, let's see, open, and then we do this, and then I can make it less tall. Where do I change? Cylinder end, there we go. go. That's another 20 delta V. Should even be more aerodynamic, if anything. And I think I'm realizing something. So the procedural decoupler, what if I just used... Okay, hold on. New thought. What shapes do we get here? We can do a hollow fillet cylinder. Is there a hollow cone? There's no hollow cone decoupler. That's what I was hoping. But what if... What we need is like the interstage walls. I guess I haven't figured out yet what's the best way to get interstage walls. Because I don't think it's this. Though the aerodynamics of this might be worth it. Let's save this as the 2. And then I'm gonna make a 3. And we're gonna check out what our other option is here. So what we could do is take this off, do one of these guys, make this base the right size, a little bit, wait, what? Why is the length? Oh, I guess the decouplers aren't meant to be very long. Okay. But the top can be 1 meter. This could still work. And then we need an interstage fairing ring. Procedural hollow interstage ring. This is exactly what we want. At 1 meter. And then the top is at 1 meter. And then the height is... like that. Extra height. Gonna be whatever we need to be at right about there. And then these don't need to decouple. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Sorry, I'm getting lost in the sauce. What's going on here? I have 2 decouplers. That ring already decouples, so I just need this to be structural. I just need a cone. Could even be a hollow cone. Bottom diameter. Outer 1.8. Inner 1.8. Inner 990. Outer 1. Okay, perfect. So that's a 40 kilogram hollow cone that then... Wait. Can I make it aluminum? No. You can only make it aluminum. The stringer mass can only go lower once we get that upgrade. Okay. Alright, so that's that. Let's check FAR to see our transonic design here. Whoa. What? That doesn't look right. That looks more accurate. Okay. So then that should just launch right up out of there. So the fairing... We have no fairings anymore. These don't even need to be decoupled. That saves me on cost. Now, what is my tooling cost all about? It's probably about this giant fuel tank, right? Oh, it's the new avionics. We're getting surcharged to tool it, but it's probably worth it. So now we just need to try launching this. So stage 1 is the RD100, stage 2 is the clamps, stage 3 is hot stage, the aerobee, stage 4. Then decouple, then hot stage, this aerobee, and then decouple and booster. Okay, so delta V wise, this is 7027 versus the other one, which is 7020. They're basically the same delta V. I thought I'd save more delta V by doing that. But I guess when you combine the decoupler that we had. Does force percent change how heavy it is? No. Seeing if there are ways to make it lighter. Okay, well, I'll probably stick with this then since it's already tooled. And let's simulate, and we'll try a lower angle of attack this time. Last time I feel like we went higher than we needed to. If we put more of our energy into going sideways, take advantage of the curvature of the Earth. Let's do a 200 and a 40 degree. And then the autopilot settings need to stop auto staging at 2. Okay, I also needed to double check that that still worked. I wasn't sure if it did or not. Okay, so stop at 2. I did remember my ascent path changes. Let's try this. Start spinning at 10. Go ahead and stage. Beautiful. Also, I did need a 3-second hot staging. What's my angle right now? I guess I could pause. My angle is 35. That feels just about right. Hyperwarp this. Oh, we need to change this to 0. I almost forgot. Next stage. Wow, 1 million meter apoapsis. Whew. This might do it. This might just do it. I need to turn off hyperwarp and then do a regular warp. Here. Let's see. At apoapsis, we've made it 2.6, so... Ho ho ho, baby. Are we gonna get there? I don't think we are. We're gonna get so close. I think we're gonna burn up. Oh! Oh, we got 5,011 kilometers. Well, I don't want to cut it that close. However, I think we still went too high. Maybe not. But I'm going to try lowering the angle a little bit more. I think if I just change this to 170 or even 160, that'll lower our angle a bit more. And then I'm going to start at 2. There's so many steps. This is why I wish there was... It's just, if you forget to do one step, you get screwed. Alright, so we fly. And then we change that to 0 after we do the staging. It takes a minute. Okay, start spinning at 10. The angle feels too high still. Change that to 0. And then hyperwarp. Okay. What's this get us? This gets us to... an easy 5 million. Okay, that was definitely better. All right, well, let me take a little picture of this ascent path. I guess I'll just write it down. So we do 5, 160, and 40% gets us everything we need. All right. So now we just need avionics prototypes to be able to produce this. So I'll wait on the tooling until we get there. Or why not just do it now? It's gonna take 80 days to build. It's too heavy, right? We're slowly needing heavier and heavier launch vehicles here. So we'll have to modify it after we launch the bio experiment. And then we can make the launch complex a little bit bigger. So next is 76 days down the road. That's enough days. I don't know how much we're making. We're not making any money right now. Not really. Okay, Aerobie is ready to go. At some point, I'm probably gonna pause the recording because you guys are probably getting bored by this. But we can get 20 more reputation, so I shall. Roll that out. Like I said, I've pre-recorded a lot of these, but still, let me know in the comments whether you prefer me. Like, I could totally just skip this part, you know, as soon as I decide, hey, I'm just gonna do my sounding payload that I've done 300 times before. Engage autopilot, and I just hit space. And nothing goes wrong, and we hyperwarp. And all is right with the world. And we finally have our full 10,000 flight data on the Zasser 1. So, mean time between failures is very low. You know what? I have a thought on that. Give me 1 second. Complete that. Do you have any science you're doing? No. Okay, so here's my thought. the reliability is so high. Does that mean I can safely push way past the limits? Also, we're at max rep. Woohoo! Though it's not going to last for long. But we are at maximum reputation. So what I'm thinking here, let's just look at a new idea here. And we just do basic. You know what? This is going to be easier if I start with this. Let me call it the arrow before test. Like, what if I just made this crazy? Like 80 seconds. What would happen? I'm just curious what the engine's gonna do. How long can it actually go? I don't know. We're gonna simulate it. I guess we need a launch clamp. Though, I don't know if this technically needs launch clamps. Oh, no. Enable part failures was turned off. I guess this is a good time. I think... that will disable... I mean, let's find out. So once we get... yeah, total runtime is just staying at 0, so the runtime failures doesn't exist. So we need part failures. Okay. So we launch this bad boy. In it, and we can keep an eye on it. So let's see, once we get past 45, how quickly does this grow? Or shrink, I should say. Pretty fast. You're not going to want to go past 60 seconds here. Yeah. So, I mean, once you've gone 70 seconds, you're already at the point where you're basically gonna fail on average 1 time per launch, which it's hard to explain. It's like it's like a 50% chance you fail on any given launch, but sometimes you'd fail more often. You know, it's a random distribution, but the point is we can't go 80, but we could pretty safely go 55, I think. It's just good to know. I just wanted to check on that now that we have all the flight data. It lets you push your engines a little bit further as you get more flight data, is kind of what I'm learning. Or you just cannot push them further and leave them as more consistent. You know, it's kind of up to you. But you can push them further for the same level of consistency, or you can just accept the greater consistency. Either way, though, it's a bonus. All right, let's get cooking here. Warp to complete. What's our funding situation? Pretty rough. I don't know if we can afford anything more right now. So I'm just gonna warp. We're just gonna chill for 60 days here. Gonna move on. We're almost getting to 1954. Alright, and then we're gonna have to roll it out. Okay, here we go. Advanced Bio Suborbital Mission. This is the big one. We've been planning for this for so long. Anything else we need to do? take the contract. That's what. We're almost ready for a sounding rocket again. By the way, I'm curious what these rewards are. Oh no, I did this reward, so now we can't. Yeah, we did that one because it had already accumulated to a crazy amount. Here we go, capstone project. Capstone for the suborbital research. And we're finishing it right at 3 years for future reference. I'm scared. I'm scared. Suborbital research, 3 years. Assuming we don't have a failure. If we have a failure, this is all going to crap real quick. Okay, open that, open this. Our RD100 open. This one's just a straight up. I'm just gonna stage it myself. We don't need MechJeb for this. Okay. 3, 2, 1. And we are ignited. Ignition. Ignition is a go. We're gonna get some more juicy data for the RD101. Is this an RD101? Yes. Got the 101 here. Get a nice picture. Let's see if we can spot the biological experiment. There it is. In all of its glory. Okay. So far, so good. Drag is decreasing down to 4 meters a second. Per second, that is. We've got everything checked except reaching the altitude and the surface speed. Surface speed has been reached. And the altitude should be okay. Go ahead and warp forwards. And that's it. Now all that's left is to return home safely. So I will just appreciate the moon in the background. Get a little screenshot here. And then we shall warp ahead a few minutes. Now it's just a matter of slowing down. Easy peasy. Alright, now it's time for hyperwarp. While we gently float at a speed of 100 meters a second back down to Earth. And we're gonna keep hyperwarping because this takes a little while. Perfect. And a safe landing for our advanced biological experiment. Was it a monkey? Was it a dog? Nobody knows. Woohoo! Contract complete. 57 big ones. And we've actually finished our first program. I don't even know what to think about that. And I did enable the science, but it was not in space for very long, so we didn't actually get that much science. So making one of these that goes a little bit further will be a good idea, because we need more science from that. And we got a good amount of funds back. The avionics were expensive, so recovering the avionics is nice. Cool. Okay. And now we can recondition the launch pad, or the launch complex, I should say, for our next capstone. So at this point, Breakneck Satellites gives us a lot of money. The total funding is 638 grand. And we're picking between 6, 4, and 3 years. And I can finish this whenever I want. First artificial satellite 30, scientific satellite, polar orbit. And this is for light satellites. And then there's the X-plane research. I think... Well, I don't need to decide that quite yet. I think I'm just gonna wait on this a minute to get some more funding from this before I start the next one. So let's recondition the launch complex for our 5,000 kilometer downrange, which is U. I do want to point out, look at the cost difference between these two. This one's a lot cheaper. And it's not all tooled, but if it was, we're looking at 6.2 grand and 1,100 for a total cost of, what is that? 7,300, 7,800 with launch cost. Whereas the other one is, I mean, with launch cost, we're looking at, it's already 8 grand. That plus that. I wish there was a total cost that added the launch, reconditioning, salary, and integration cost. I wish there was something that tallied those 4, because that's the actual, like, funds that you're going to pay out of pocket. I mean, technically the subsidy can cover the salary, but, you know, then that's funds that you're not making, so. That's basically a cost. Yeah, I just wish they would total that. Anyway, this is more expensive, which means it takes longer. 70 days, and the other one was, if tooled, only 66 days. I guess that's not that different. I'm scared of trying something new, though, so I'm just gonna go... Wait. I forgot which one I actually got to 5 km with. Or 5 mm. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. Okay, so anyway, we need to modify the complex to be maximum tonnage of 22. Height limit of 20. I could go up to 21. Maybe. The commonality difference. We go, I mean, it's okay, about fine. Cool. So launch complex is being modified. And that is done. And now we're just looking at 30 days to finish avionics prototypes. I am making some money. Do I dare? Auto hire 10 more. We're at 140. Let's go to 150. I love research, but we'll leave 2,000 funds back. Okay. And boom. Avionics prototypes is done, which was this one. So now I have yet another upgrade for the science cores and another upgrade for the near Earth. Cool. Next is some basic SRB. Huh. That would be nice. How many? I'm trying to figure out how many research units these all take. Like, do these take the same? July of 55. If I did this one, it's also July of 55. If I did this one, it's Feb of 56. So that does take longer. And what about... Well, I guess it's hard to tell, but... Yeah, I do want this one next. Engineers, that saves me a ton of money. Could it even be worth... What if I just doubled down on this? And I get yet another engineer efficiency. Would this be crazy? Expensive and fragile. So when it says fragile, I don't totally understand what it means. Like, does that mean if arrow forces push on it, it'll like crumple, or? I don't totally understand. But yeah, I don't know what research we should do next. We are going to need heat shields at some point. Basic rocketry here gets me some new types of boosters. We get an RD-100 upgrade. Well, not upgrade, but new configs. Configs aren't always upgrades. And then research efficiency. Some solar panels. Communication contract satellite bus. Oh, fun. Okay. But then these require this blue sky node to do these. There's so many new things. Okay, I'm gonna go with... We're gonna go with basic rocketry, though. After we finish our early material science. That's the choice I'm making. Maybe it's the wrong choice. There are no wrong choices, only different choices. Anyway, I did want to look at... What was I about to check? Oh. I know what I was going to do. What I was going to do is open up my payload lifter and make an aerobie 4 payload lifter. And then what we need to change is here. We should have a new experiment now. I forgot about this. A mass spectrometer. See, that can do 2 hours. And it does flying high, space low, and space high. It does weigh 2 kilograms though. That probably changes. 2258. Yeah, that takes a few delta V away. But I can compensate for that by making this a smidge longer. Whoop. 10 meters is our height limit. Also, does that not require tooling? I feel like the range that it's letting me change this is pretty big. Why is that? Oh, because I've already got 2 of these tooled. It kind of lets me go in between those sizes. Okay. So I can go a little bit shorter. Anyway, this is probably not the best. Or is it? Did we get flying high? Yeah, we do have a lot of flying high time with this. So now I'd like to make the aerobie 4 payload lifter my main thing. Can we make it cheaper? I guess we're spending more money for that science. Cost is a little bit higher. Post-war we haven't tooled yet, but we've tooled this one. For 11 funds, we can have 25. Another 200 delta V. Oh my. Yeah, sure. I'll accept that. Plus, we use way less wattage, so our EC goes further. Now, do I need to unlock that? There we go. Oh, and this can go, so we're 25, 29. This can go to aluminum. And then sounding payload of 75. So now we're at 2569. Okay. So now this bad boy should get us a bit of mass spectrometer science. Let's go ahead and simulate it just to see how high it gets. Because it's possible we could now do the difficult contract with it. Engage autopilot, hot staging of 3 seconds. Perfect. Alright, and then what do we get for our new apoapsis? Yeah, we get to 186. I think 180 is the cutoff for the next science experiment. Oh, my electric charge is screwed up somehow. But yeah, and now we'll start getting a few minutes of data from each launch. Okay, perfect. I just need a little bit more electric charge. I gotta watch my DV 2569. Configure 100. That did remove 4 delta V. I don't think that'll be enough to matter. This doesn't change the tooling cost, does it? No. Okay. So, tool everything. Go ahead and save and launch. Love it. Love it, love it. So we can now do the difficult version whenever we'd like. Sweet. And wait. Right, we have a whole project. The 5,000 kilometer downrange. We didn't do that yet, right? My brain. I've lost my brain. Where did it go? I don't think we did that yet. Yeah. We still need to do it. Okay. These are all optional. And yeah, we're doing just fine on reputation, so I don't think we need any more. So what we need to do next, we revamped the launch complex for it. Now we need to actually build it. So now I need to open up LV2, and I should be able to actually build it. After paying a few thousand in unlock credits. Boom. Boom diggity. Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so now... Yeah, I mean... We're cooking. Early material science is going to take a whole year almost. Possible I should do satellite stuff before that, but I think material science is just always a good plan. I'm fine with it. Let's go ahead and warp ahead a bit. Roll out the arrow before. And that then means we can do the difficult one here. And that should take us to max reputation, which is going to be wonderful. Because now we have all these advanced science experiments and avionics. I did hit enabled, right? Yeah, mass spectrometry. Spectrometry. Yeah, that's the right way to say that. Sounded wrong coming out of my mouth. What is this? Attitude adjustment? Oh my. Well, that's a thing. Alright. And 3, 2, 1. Launch. We are a go. Keep an eye on our science experiment here. Once we get to 40. Now it's running. It'll only get to run for a few minutes, I guess. 4 or 5 minutes. And my electric charge is 29 watts. Which means we get about 30 seconds per kilojoule. Yeah, contract complete. So we'll just wait till this thing gets back down to near Earth levels. Time warp here. That'll do it, and we'll go ahead and range it. Perfect mission. Everything we ever wanted. Couple points of science. Though I do need more science. It's worth thinking about a mission designed for science. Because if you look at all these tech nodes, like, we're gonna need a few more things here. So I might actually need to send, like, some biocapsules into space for a little bit longer. Like, maybe I should do a sounding rocket with biocapsules. Yeah. I'm kind of feeling... Well, our long downrange is barely making it, but what if we had put science on that? You know, that would have been nice. 51 days away. We're at max rep, making 50 bucks a day. Is not that great, but that's while we're building on the V2 complex, which is, you know, pretty pricey. We still have the full amount, right? No! We don't! We could be building faster! Drat. Didn't think about that. Right, because as we've been upgrading the pad to allow for heavier craft. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Let's go ahead and finish the long downrange launch vehicle 2. Roll it out. Let the sun rise a bit. And this is a beautiful morning for a beautiful capstone mission. I'm scared. We need to take the contract. Nothing for it. Let's go, baby! It doesn't really look any different than the last one. It's basically the exact same idea, but everything's better. Alright, we said our ascent path needs to be 5, 160, and 40. And the autopilot needs to stop at 2, just like normal. And then I'll do the spinning myself. Okay, I'll quick save. Launch in 3, 2, 1. Fires off. smoothly. And I'm just gonna appreciate the time here. Get a screenshot. Fly up through the clouds here. Should have all that on lockdown. And then what am I doing? 10 seconds is when I start spinning, something like that. I'll warp a little bit here. Alright, and we start spinning right about now. Then we pop the fairings right about stage that down to 0. And now we should be good to go. Directly into the sun. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna hyperwarp. Staging. Perfect. What is that? Jupiter in the distance. All right. We've made it this far. Are we out of energy? No, I still have plenty of electric charge. Let's see if our downrange distance was sufficient. I hope it is. The answer is... no? Uh-oh. Wait, what did I do wrong? Oh no. No, what did I change? Oh no, we're so close. Oh no, disaster. I'm not gonna reload that. That's a legitimate failure. Well, we got an uncrewed record of 1,000. Absolute disaster. We're gonna have to build another one. I swear we did the same thing in simulation and it worked. Small differences. Given I have to build another one, is there a small change I can make? I think the small change I can make is... just to eke out a few more delta V to make this a little more consistent. I'm gonna make this tank a little bit longer. That is gonna incur a tooling cost. I don't care. We're gonna go to 50. Well, hold on. So we're at 70-20. We go to 53 seconds for each. Oh, even that. I mean, that's a lot more delta V. Okay. Yeah, I think going to 53 seconds is fine on both of these. Oh, this one actually is not adding delta V when I go longer. Now that's interesting. The shorter I go, the more delta V we get. crazy. So I might as well go as short as I can before the delta V starts going back down. Looks like our local maximum is at 96 here. So I incur another tooling cost if I change this, so maybe I'll just go with whatever. What's the minimum I can go without a tooling cost? Right there. Okay, so 4 meters is fine. We'll leave it at that. It under burns a little bit, but that saved us a couple delta V. Yeah. And then this one gets a couple more seconds, and that added a bit of delta V. Oh, you know what I bet I know what it was. I bet I know what it was. It was my hot staging for 3 seconds instead of 1 second. I bet that lost me enough delta V for that to be the difference. Because it was such a close margin as it was. Cancel integration. Tool the parts. Oh, that's so frustrating. I didn't change the hot staging. But that's a big enough failure. I don't want to reload that. That's like a real legit, you know, I didn't set it up properly. And part of the excitement of a space program is rolling with the punches. But that does mean we're now 60 days away from finishing that. That's a bummer. That means I want to look at what we got here. This one is now, I could do this again. No, I'm building a V2 rocket. I can't do that one. I could do this one again, though. Yeah, why don't I prepare another Aerobee 4? Which is not on my plans list. At the little guys complex. And then go ahead and, oh, engineers. We don't have enough engineers. I'll put 5 on the little guys complex. That takes 40 days. Wait, what? Y'all, did I miss something? How is the max 102? How is the max 102? How did the max change? I didn't finish a research. The research I finished was this one. That shouldn't have changed anything about my launch complexes, right? I'm a little uncertain. Wasn't that just 10? Has it been 102 the whole time? Am I losing my mind again? No, because we were less than the max, and now it reduced the max and kicked a few people out. So that makes me a little confused. Why the max researchers has changed. Or max engineers has changed. I'm sure one of you will leave a comment letting me know what happened. I do want to remove that vessel from plans. What I would like to do, though, is add this vessel to plans. Yeah, I'm a little confused on what happened there with the engineer count. Because it was 117 or something. And I thought efficiency doesn't have anything to do with how many engineers you employ. I thought that max engineers was purely a function of the tonnage of the complex. So I'm not really sure what changed. But yeah, I guess we just chill for 40 days now. Our funds are okay. I think I want to save up a little bit of money before we go into the next phases of research. Anyway. This one is ready to go. Yeah. I'll go ahead and pause the recording. I'll just go do this. You guys have seen me do this before. Okay, and we are back. We have completed our Aerobie 4. Brought our reputation back up just a smidgen. Gotta recondition that launch pad. Oh, you know what I wonder? I wonder if the amount of engineers you can assign has to do with the weight of the vessel you're currently building, rather than... No, because this is as heavy as it gets. And it's the same one we built last time. I don't know. I don't understand why that's 102 and it was a different number before. I don't remember what it was. Thought it was like... Maybe it was 102. Maybe I've just gone insane. Maybe I've gone completely mental. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to warp 8 days here. And roll it out, which is going to cost us some monies. And then this time, we're gonna make it. But we need the quest. Yes, I did call it a quest. Space quest. Alright. This time, don't screw it up. Ascent path is still correct. Ascent settings. Hot staging by 1 second. Stop at stage 2. Engage autopilot. And the rest should be good to go. I will quick save again. Alright. Give me the good stuff. Don't burn out on me. Oh no! No! Performance loss. Yep. There's no hope at this point. Watch it fail. It's wiggling inside the fairing. Oh man. What a failure. You know, we were bound for a mid-flight engine failure. We hadn't seen one of those yet. Well, our 2 failures in a row for the same capstone project is certainly not great for us. That makes me think we're gonna have to maybe tick the box on suborbital research and move on to early light satellites. I was planning to finish them at the same time, but freaking downrange milestone, it seems to be impossible for us. So guess what it is? Time to build another, our 3rd of the same vehicle. Gosh, I've spent so much money on these. Yikes. Alright, well, I'm gonna warp until that's done. Good news is we're building up a bit of a nest egg. I should maybe spend some of that money. I don't know. Alright, you know, we've been saying third time's the charm quite a few times now. Do you guys think it's true? Do you believe in third time magic? I believe in third time magic. Alright. 2, 1. Path is good. Engage autopilot. Please don't fail. Oh my god. Well, that's better. I can recover. Wait, what? Repair failures without leaving the flight scene. Oh, cool. Okay. Okay. Third try is maybe still the charm. Third try with a delay is maybe the charm. LOL. Now, let me make sure we have the contract done. Launch a new vessel is still counted as this. Everything is still set correctly. Go ahead and save. And it did the wrong staging. So, how do I... It's like it already thought about this stage. Wait, what? How do I fix the failure? In the staging menu. Maybe test flight has something to say about it. It still says engine shut down, but we fail. Well, that's bothersome. I spent a whole day repairing it, but it didn't actually repair it? Maybe there's a reset button I don't know about. I just don't see what I could do to fix it at this point. Because it doesn't seem like it's going to activate. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. So I do have to recover... Well, what if I... Hold on. Can I cheese it? Can I roll it back? And then roll it back out? No, I can only recover. Wait, no! No. I thought it would give me the recovery options. Load the quick save. When was the most recent one? Fifth of September. This one. I think. Okay. Yeah, we want to recover to VAB. Yeah, I'm a little confused what the repair thing is all about if it doesn't work. Like, what's it for if not what I just tried to use it for? But instead we have to roll it all the way back and then roll it out again. Goodness. And I just crashed my game? What the heck? Whoa. It just entered the VAB when I clicked on the time warp? That's new. Is that like a second VAB building that you can click on over there on accident? Doesn't seem like it. Somehow I clicked on the VAB. I was trying to click on that. Wait, now it's recovering again? Did it just load the save again? Something weird is happening. Something very weird is going on. It's just like it loaded a save. Wow. Okay, I don't know what that was. Anyway, fourth tries the charm. This time, engine looks good to go. Everybody's happy. Engage autopilot. That's set to 1. And it failed again? It didn't fail. I'm so confused. Something's weird with the test flight thing here. It seems like it's working? Are we getting our full thrust? Looks like it. Okay, I don't understand why that's red. That's scaring me, but I think we're okay. Hyperwarp and just hope that we're okay. I don't like that it says the engine has failed, when it seems like it's fine. Huh. I don't know. Start rolling at 10 seconds, that's all I know. 15, 12, 11, 10. Roll like your life depends on it. Successful launch of stage 2. 0. Hyperwarp. Time for the next stage. Boom. And we're off. Okay. This is looking great. Hyperwarp this. I think this one will get there. Guess we'll find out. Okay, we're at the apoapsis now, and I've made it 2.489. Ooh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Oh boy. Are we gonna make it? We still need 200 more kilometers. What is so different? We're not gonna make it again. This is unbelievable. We're gonna be 20 kilometers short. Or something. $60, 70, 85, 90, 95. We made it! Oh my god. Oh man. Wow. 1% margin. Woohoo! We did it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, wow. Try to have bigger margins next time, okay, Krydax? Okay, sounds good. Oh man, that was tense. I wonder what the difference was, because I made it to 5,100, you know, the second simulation that I did. So I wonder if maybe, I don't know. I don't know what change. I guess that's only 2% if I think about it. So I probably should have had a little bit more than a 2% margin of success on my simulation. Or try to make sure, you know, I get, if I had done 5 tests in a row and they all had a margin of success of 2%, that's one thing. But I only done that one test. But hey, our reputation's back up. Not over max though. All of that time that we wasted, now the max rep is 539. Oh, look at this. So it's 100 subsidy per reputation. Oh. And then the max reputation goes up over time. I see. Or sorry, I should rephrase that. It's 200 subsidy per reputation, but the minimum is 100 subsidy per max that you could have. So you get between, you know, 100 if you don't have the rep point and 200 if you do have the rep point, up to a maximum. Interesting. And 72 per year. Let's do the math. What's 72 out of 476? I can't do that math easily in my head, so I'm going to pull up a calculator. 72 out of 476 is 15% again. So I think my 15% idea is correct. Okay, good to know. Anyway, look at this. Look at this. We did it. We did it within 4 years out of our 6. This feels so good. Well, shall we say goodbye to the suborbital research and the early rocket development? I think we shall. Now, the only other idea is we could get one last sounding rocket off, but I don't think I didn't build one. If I had one ready, I would do it, but we'll just go ahead and call these done. So yeah, if we had been able to do Breakneck, I would have gotten twice as much money. Well, not twice as much, but because I think it was a 5-year instead of 6 if we did Breakneck. Yep. Complete the program. Complete the program, and we got a huge, I didn't realize we get a huge reputation boost from that. So we're going to be at max reputation for a little while without any work. We won't have to do any work for that, which is good because it's going to take a minute to design new stuff and roll it out. The question is, do I do Breakneck? I think I don't, because I'm still kind of new to this whole RP-1 thing. Ooh, look at that funding. Max funding for the whole cycle. So we need 5 contracts. First artificial, first scientific, atmospheric analysis satellite, polar orbit satellite, solar powered satellite. And then this one, I mean, we've been okay on fast so far. So I think I'll just go with fast on both of these. This one costs 350, that one costs 600. Also, those numbers are wrong. Oh, it's because it's 3.75 years. I see. Never mind. Those numbers are correct. It ends midway through year 4. All right, I'm just going to go with fast for both. I screwed up. Where did it tell me Where did I miss? Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna reload a save. And we're back. Alright, I was able to reload the persistent save that was just from a couple minutes ago. Where does it tell me? There it is. I need to read the fine print. We'll disable the following on accept. Totally missed that part. I thought we were gonna do both. Aha. Okay. So this makes me more likely to want to do breakneck on light early satellites. Yeah, let's do it. Let's break our necks. Let's go, baby. Oh, I'm so excited. We're gonna have to end the episode soon, but let's look. Okay, so there is a downrange milestone for 6,000, sounding payload of 50 units. With a little bit better tech, that should actually be quite easy, because we've already got 5,000, and I think it won't require that much more to get further. And these are both required. First, artificial satellite just needs to be in orbit above 150. And we gain 50 applicants for that, which is awesome. What is that equivalent to? That's equivalent to 15 grand. And then this one, we need a cosmic ray science experiment. It has to have enough science, and it needs to have an apoapsis of 1500 with the periapsis between 200 and 900. And it has to be 1 day's worth of cosmic ray science. Okay. Well, we're going to be planning these in the coming episodes. I'm really, really, really excited about it. I love this game. I love this game so much. But where's the cosmic ray science? That's what I'm worried about right now. I don't see it. Am I missing something? Cosmic ray science experiments. Geiger-Moller counter or scintillation counter. Why do items have two different names? That's really confusing. If what they mean is that you just need a Geiger-Moller counter, why don't they just say Geiger-Moller? See, that's, I mean, I get it. The science type has a name, and then the part itself has a name, but they're not the same name. Anyway, so we absolutely need satellite era science before I can do that one. Which means I probably need to ditch early material science. But we're only 150 days away from being done with it, and it'll probably make other things easier. And I can still do the other orbit while we wait. I am definitely going to wait on basic rocketry. And then we'll queue this up next. Okay. We have our work cut out for us. We're going to call this the end of the episode, though. As always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one.